We will wait another 1 or 2 minutes. Let other students join. Okay? Is it okay? Hello? Can you hear me, Pratiksha? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, let's start our new unit, that is unit number 4. Am I audible? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? 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 Can you see my PPT?
Yes, sir.
So today we are starting unit number 4. Okay. Unit number 4. That is performance evaluation for service organization, maybe bank or IT company. These are known as service organization. So far we have discussed performance evaluation of manufacturing companies. Now, what about service organization? And who comes under service? Can you give me some example? Who come under service organization? Which establishment? Yes. Which establishment comes under service? Can you answer me? Hello? Which are the establishments which comes under service? No idea? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Give me response. Am I audible or not? Hello?
Yes, sir, audible.
I'm audible. So I am asking you, which companies or say establishment comes under service as a service organization? Can you give me some example? Establishment or companies which are not manufacturing, other than manufacturing. Which are those? Hospitals. Do they have any manufacturing? Hospital? Hello? Restaurant, hospital, bank. Do they have any manufacturing? Bank, hospital, restaurant type manufacturing करतात का?
No, sir.
No. So what they do? They give service.
Provide service.
They provide service. So what are the characteristics of these service organizations? Because in unit number 4, there is a point that performance evaluation parameters for bank or service organization. Performance evaluation parameter. So what are the parameters? But before that, we will study about the characteristics of service organization. Okay. Note down characteristics of service organization. The first point, absence of inventory buffer. By the way, what do you mean by inventory? What do you mean by inventory? What is inventory?
It's a component parts of raw material.
It is a component. Yes, it is a component part of any product or article. Now, suppose if I show you this particular mobile. So mobile, there is a screen, then there is a body. So these are nothing but the components, and this is called as the inventory. It means stock of raw material. So when we talk about service organization, so there is no inventory as such, which is held by service organization. like a bank or a hospital, they do not have any, they don't have to have a stock. So there is no inventory buffer. It means their minimum, they have very minimum investment in inventory. If you take example of hospital, so hospital hardly they have a stock of saline bottles, some tablets, and some medicines. Am I correct? Hospital. If you take the example
Yes,
of
sir.
hospital, so suppose if patient requires hospital, then what a hospital does? Doctor, he gives the prescription on a piece of paper. Then patient or patient relative carry that piece of paper to the medical shop and he purchases medicines, and the same medicines are given to the hospital, and accordingly the treatment is given to the patient. So there is no as such inventory which is held by hospital. Second point, difficulties in controlling quality. So this is also one of the characteristics of service organization. Difficulties in controlling quality. Now, if you take the example of, we'll continue the example of hospital only. Now, even in Pune city, there are many hospitals. In every city, there are a number of hospitals. Now, suppose if patient is admitted for, say, particular disease, like, say, what we say that disease, say, blood pressure. Patient is having high blood pressure. Now, if he is admitted in a particular hospital, and from that hospital, if he is shifted another hospital, can we say that both hospitals are having same treatment to the same
No, sir.
patient? No. So there is little bit changes. Disease is same, that is high blood pressure. But suppose if you are going to ABC hospital will have different type of doctors, nurses, ward boy, and their service. And same patient, if you are shifted to the another hospital, again there will be change in the team of doctor, then prescription, everything. So here my point is that in service organization, it becomes very difficult to control quality. We cannot expect same quality everywhere because human beings are working there, and it depends upon the human. Now, suppose if you take the example of hospital, so doctor and nurses are working, so they are human being. So what kind of culture they have been inculcated that reflects while giving services to the patient, and that differs from hospital to hospital. So we cannot expect same quality from each and every hospital. So this is one of the difficult in controlling quality. Got my point? Have you understood difficulties in controlling quality?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the third point? Third characteristics? What is the third feature?
Labor intensive.
Labor intensive. Labor intensive means where maximum laborers are employed. Now, if you continue the example of hospital only. Now, in hospital, can we have use of machine to treat a patient? Can we install a robo? Can we use a robo to give treatment to the patient? Do you know robo?
Yes, sir.
So can we use robo in
No,
hospital?
sir.
So it is not possible because we are treating to the human being. So for human being, I'm not saying that hospital do not have any machinery. They have some machinery, like say ECG machine, then MRI machine, X-ray machine. These machines are there, but to deal with that machine, you have to have technicians, engineer to handle that kind of machine. Doctors, different technicians are required. So in every service organization, they have high amount of labor. So maximum labors are there. That is why it is a labor intensive. Whereas in manufacturing company, they are called as a capital intensive. So maximum capital is being invested, maximum machinery is being employed in manufacturing company. So in manufacturing company, we can have robo also, but not in hospital, even in restaurant. If you take another example, restaurant. So can you tell a robo to make sweet or to make tea? Robo may not be a right choice to prepare tea or to prepare some dishes. So there you have to have a human being, chef, uh, then to serve the dish, then you require waiters. So that kind of team is required in even restaurant. So these are restaurant or hospital, they are labor intensive, maximum labor is required. So this is also one of the characteristics of service organization. Next point is multi-unit organization. So service organization. Now, if you take the example of hospital, so they are having multi-unit. What are the multi-unit in hospital? Like say male ward, female ward, then children ward. Are you getting my point? Different wards are being set up in hospital, multi-unit. So in one hospital, you will see there are multi-units. So these are some characteristics or features of service organization. Any doubt so far?
No, sir.
Let me take you to the next slide. Now this is another type, professional service organization. In this slide, we have discussed service organization. Now we are discussing professional service organization. Now, can you give me the example of professional service organization? Who comes under professional service organization? Yes, please. Who comes under professional service organization? Yes.
Lawyers.
Yes,
Accountants.
correct. Lawyer, chartered accountant, chartered engineer, valuer, doctor, because they have their profession, like doctor, chartered accountant. They are also into profession. As you said, lawyer, very correct. They are into their profession. So now we'll discuss about these firms who are into the professional service organization. What are their characteristics? So they have different characteristics. Now, number one, goal. Every professional service organization, they have particular goal. Now, if you take the example of lawyer, so for lawyer also there are different categories. There are criminal cases. Then there are some family matters, family dispute. Then there are also revenue matters. Revenue matters means regarding to the Jameen Jumla, Sheti. So these are the revenue matters. So different lawyers are there who deal with the revenue matters. If you are having some criminal cases, so there are different lawyers who deal with criminal cases. So their goal is to resolve criminal cases. Then there are some lawyers who are having goal for to resolve family matter cases, means disputes between husband and wife, that belongs to the family matters. Then second, professional. So altogether, professional service organization, it is not as like manufacturing company, or not it is like a service organization. It is altogether different, because these are the professions, and this profession you will have to work for a long time, and then only the person learns skill, and then he becomes expert from that field. Now, even if you observe lawyer, once you pass from the law college, any law college, immediately you will become a lawyer, but you will not be a successful lawyer immediately. at the age of 25, 26. Am I correct? A person who has done LLB and immediately can he become successful lawyer in the
No,
field
sir.
of law? No. So generally they will have to work under an expert lawyer, maybe for 10, 15 years, 20 years, and maybe at the age of 40, they acquire complete knowledge in the field of law. Same happens with even chartered accountant. Once you complete your CA degree, chartered accountant, immediately you will not be a successful chartered accountant. You will have to work under well-known chartered accountant company. There you have to learn, you have to solve the cases, and then only you can run your own organization. So professional, here you have to learn the professional skill of your own area. Then only you can successfully run your organization. Next point is output kind of services they are providing to their client, and what are their ultimate result. Now suppose if you take the example of lawyer. So lawyer output is what? Lawyer output is the ultimate result given by court in favor of client or in favor of opposite party. So that is the output. And what is input here? Input means whatever time he has given for that particular case, whatever documents or proof he has collected for that particular case, that is nothing but the input. So documents, evidence, proof, then time which is given for particular case, these are the input, example of input. And output is the ultimate result which is declared by
Client.
which is declared by judge. Actually the result is declared by judge. There is a judge, so judge declares the result, so that is the output.
Yes.
Okay, so input and output measurement. But in a profession, sometimes it becomes very difficult to have the exact measurement of input and output. Now let me give you the example of even lawyer cases. Now you might have heard, or we also seen in our India, that even Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, they were assassinated by terrorists. Now recently in Mumbai attack on Taj Hotel, the attack was done by, what is the name of that terrorist who did attack on Taj in Mumbai? Who was the terrorist? Hello? What is the name of the terrorist?
Don't know, sir.
Don't know. It happened in Mumbai. I'm not recollecting his name.
Sir Kasab.
Yes, exactly, Kasab. Now Kasab made attack on Taj Hotel in Mumbai, I think 10 years back. Now and then the case was filed against Kasab, because Kasab, yeah, he attack on 2-3 inspectors, Umne, and there was one of the inspector. Now, how long this case was continued in a court? Any idea? The case filed against Kasab for this attack on Taj, it took almost 10 to 11 years, and then the judgment was given by court that punishment till his death. So we cannot say that now 10-year case has been continued, now give the result. It is not like that. Sometime within 2-3 years also the cases are being declared. So my point is that there is no exact measurement for input and output, that you have given this much time, now okay, now give the result. It is not like that. There are several factors, evidences, proof, and then only the results are given. So in professional service organization, we cannot claim that we have given 10 years time to this case, now it is high time for result. It is not like that. It is not like that. Then last feature or characteristics of professional service organization is small size. Particularly single person or maybe 2 or 3 persons are involved in one professional organization. If you visit any CA firm, so there might be 2 CA or maybe 1 CA is also there. If it is a small firm, then there are 2-3 CA who are involved in one firm. Same happens with lawyer firm also. There are 2-3 lawyers who works under their organization. So small size, and maybe 1 or 2 assistant clerical staff and 1 peon, just to maintain the cleanliness of office. So 1 peon, 1 receptionist, and 1 partner. So hardly 4 to 5 members are in one professional service organization. Even if you visit doctor's clinic, so how many staff are there in a doctor clinic? I'm not saying hospital, doctor's clinic. Have you visited doctor clinic? What is the number of staff in clinic? Hardly there is only 1 person, receptionist. She only takes, she prepares list, name of the patient and number. And when doctor comes, that receptionist allow her 1 by 1. She calls the name, doctor consult. After consulting, doctor says that this much is the fees, 500 rupees, 1000 rupees, and she collects that fees. So only one staff, doctor, and maybe 1 person for cleaning purpose. So if you are talking about doctor, 1 receptionist and 1 cleaning person. Hardly there are 3 persons in 1 unit. So small size. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Now we will talk about the control system. How it is a control system. So in control system, it is in the 2 areas: pricing and profit center and transfer pricing. Pricing. Now in case of service organization, even if you take the example of doctor, so whatever fees, we can say it is a price. Actually, it is not a price, but they charge as a fee, doctor's fee, consulting fee. So consulting fee is not same. It differs from doctor to doctor. If he is very well-known doctor in the city, so his consulting fee might be higher. And if he is a new doctor, he charges lower fee to the patient. So in city also, there are a few doctors who are very well-known, and there is a long queue for his consultation. So such doctor charges high consulting fee to the patient, and still patients are paying. They will never complain about that doctor. Why you are charging 1000 rupees? Other doctor is charging only 500 rupees. So your consulting fee is double. So the pricing, as such, there is no control on professional firm. Am I correct? Or government has any control on a professional firm? How much fees is to be charged by lawyer? How much fees is to be charged by doctor to their client? Is there any specific pattern? There is no specific pattern. So how many organizations were discussed? Now, as I told you that we are talking about unit number 4. That is evaluation parameters for service organization or non-profit organization. Non-profit organization. So far, how many organization we have discussed? See, professional service organization we have discussed. Then service organization also we have discussed. Service and professional service. In service, restaurant, hospital, they belong to the service. In case of professional service organization, doctor, lawyer, who are the part of professional service organization. So two type of service organization we have discussed: service organization and professional service organization. Any confusion?
No, sir.
Now, let's know about financial service organization. Financial services organization. Now, generally, financial services organization, like say insurance company, mutual fund, banks, these are the major establishment who comes under financial service organization. Now we will discuss characteristics of such organization. So far we have discussed about service organization and professional service organization. Now we will discuss about financial service organization. So I am sharing with you slide. Just go through the slide and then after maybe 1 or 2 minutes, I will explain you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Read this and then we'll explain you. Okay, let's talk about financial service organization features or characteristics. As I told you, financial services organization examples are mutual fund companies, insurance companies, banks, financial institutions. These are the examples of financial service organization. Now, let us discuss their characteristics or features. Monetary assets. So these companies, their assets are in the form of money, like say insurance company also. They collect premium from the policy holder, so that becomes their asset. Same with the mutual fund company. Mutual fund companies, they are also collecting saving from common people, and that saving is being uh, circulated to the industry for their capital purpose. So most of the assets are in the form of monetary. So this is one of the feature of financial service organization. Then the second one is time period of transaction. So each and every finance service organization, these transactions are having time period. Time period means, suppose if you're talking about insurance company, can you give me some example? Product of insurance company, general insurance or life insurance, any product of general insurance. Product of any general insurance company. Yes, please.
Health insurance, travel
Health-
insurance.
Yes, health insurance, travel insurance, fire insurance, vehicle insurance. So these are the product of general insurance company. Now, if you're talking about health insurance, so there is a policy which is known as Mediclaim. Mediclaim. Am I correct? With health insurance, Mediclaim are the policy which are given, which are issued by general insurance company to the public. Now, that there is a specific period for health insurance policy. Generally, it is 1 year. Now, suppose if you have paid premium, say today is 16 June, 16 June 2022 till 15 June 2023, midnight 15 June 2023, your plan will expire, means your policy will expire. So within this period, if the person gets admitted in the hospital, then surely he will be given treatment through insurance company. So whatever bill charged by the hospital, that bill will be paid by insurance company. So that there is a time period. Now suppose, as I give the example, today is 16 June, you have taken a health insurance policy and generally it is only for a year. If you want to have cover for next year, then again you have to go for renewal. You have to make renewal. Then only your policy continues. If you forgotten to have renewal, maybe because of negligence or you might have forgotten, then the policy becomes lapse. The policy it becomes lapse. So for general insurance product, there is a specific time involved, time period of transaction, and within that, if something happens, then only same happens with even fire insurance or property insurance. If you have taken fire insurance, as I give the example, 16 June 2022 to 15 June 2023. So that much period is involved for your company. If fire take place in your company, then the compensation will be given by insurance company. If fire took place on say for example 14 June 2023, still the claim will be given because your year ends on 15 June 2023 and fire is taking place on 14 June, just one day before. So your claim is sanctioned by insurance company. But if fire takes place in your company, say 17 June 2023, and your plan expires on 16 June, and you have not renewed that plan. So in that case, no claim will be given by insurance company. So that is the time period of transaction. Another point, risk and reward. All insurance company or a financial company, they take risk of your company. Say even health insurance also. Insurance companies who are providing health insurance in the form of mediclaim and other policies, they are accepting risk of policyholder. And for this risk, again, risk and reward. Because, but then how do they do their business? How? Their business is being done on the basis of number of policyholders. There should be maximum people should cover under a health insurance policy. Maximum people should take policy. And all people may not fall sick. That is also true. Suppose if one insurance company have covered say 5 crores of persons under their health insurance policy. So at a one time, all 5 crore people will not fall sick. That is also true. Maybe 2% or 1% people will fall sick, and their bills will be given to the insurance company, and such bills will be sanctioned by insurance company. So here 2% people are fall sick, their bills are being paid out of 98% people who have also given premium to the insurance company. So this way the business is being managed. So risk and reward. This is the characteristics of say financial service. They accept risk, and for that risk they are also enjoying their reward. Reward means their profit. Reward, it is nothing but the profit. Almost all insurance company, they are accepting risk. But while accepting risk, there is a risk management. There is a risk management. So they evaluate the risk and accordingly they accept risk. Blindly, they don't take any kind of risk. Blindly, there are no then what is the next point? What is the next characteristic? Yes.
So technology.
Technology. Now, I don't think that you need any explanation for this technology. Now, today we are staying in the era of IT, information technology. So, a lot of information and lot of techniques are being used in financial service organization. Now, the transactions have become speedier and fast. Earlier, it was taking long time, but nowadays, because of this technology, transactions are very fast. So within a minute, you can verify. You can verify the information, data, and services can be rendered. So this has become possible because of technology. But earlier, 25 years back, it was not possible. It was taking a little bit because that time, 25 years back, it was done manually. So person was involved there. So how efficient he is, accordingly, the company were getting a result. But nowadays, because of technology, you have to just feed the information and get the status about that. So this has happened because of technology. So almost all transactions have become fast and speedier. So thanks to the technology, IT. So these are some characteristics of financial service organization. Now, we will talk about healthcare organization characteristics. Healthcare. Now, what are their characteristics? Healthcare organization. The first characteristic is social problem. Now, what is this social problem? Now, even if you take the example of say AIDS. Now, 20 years back, the cases of AIDS which were found in African countries. That time it was very new to the India. So people, they were not disclosing their problem to the hospitals. They were having fear that if they declare, then society will boycott them. So that kind of fear. But nowadays, treatment for say HIV patient, AIDS patient, people are now easily approaching to the hospital and they are getting treatment for HIV disease. So as such, now this barrier has removed. But recently, in last 2 years, if you take the example of corona cases, many people, they hide their symptoms. Why they were hiding? Because if people come to know, then people will boycott them. We have seen many people, they were having some coughing, temperature, but they were not approaching to the hospital. There was a fear that if hospital asks us to go for a RT-PCR test, and if RT-PCR test comes positive, then we will be sent for 14 days for isolation. And whatever they have read in newspaper and TV, they have seen some news that how the treatment is given in the isolation ward. So because of that fear, people were hiding this information, even in corona time. Have you experienced this? In corona time, many people, they were not disclosing their symptoms. Have you experienced?
Yes, sir.
So this is the social problem, because corona was new for all of us, and because of this fear. But nowadays, what is the situation in today? Suppose if someone is suffering from corona 2 years before and today, what is the change you are seeing? Is the same or any change, and what is that change? Can you share me your opinion? Social problem in respect of corona 2 years before, a person who was having corona, and today a person has corona. It is the same or there is a change, and what is that change?
Sir, it is a change.
What is that change? What is the change? See, the change is 2 years before, whenever person detected for corona, that time their relatives, even their close relatives, were having fear that not to go to close to that patient, keep some distance or isolate him. Even society, they were having different kind of treatment to this way. But nowadays, today, if person is detected under corona, so even doctors are aware of the treatment. So immediately the treatment is given and the person becomes well, maybe in a week's time, and he is being given discharge. So over a period of time, we have learned as a citizen, as a doctor, as a hospital staff, we have learned many things from this corona in last 2 years. So as such, there is no fear. Today, if you see, there is no fear. But 2 years before, there was a lot of fear. Even doctors were having fear. But they have done their job. I must say that doctors, though they are having fear, but because that was the just precaution, but they have not neglected patient. They have given treatment to the patient. Then second point is change in mix of provider. In healthcare, there is mix of provider. Like now, if you see in a healthcare organization, there are some corporate group of hospital. Have you heard Apollo Hospital? Apollo. Have you heard this name? Apollo. Apollo Hospital. Have you heard the name Sahyadri Hospital? Hello. Hello. Apollo Hospital, Sahyadri Hospital. Now these are the providers of healthcare. Now Apollo has unit all over India. Same Sahyadri Hospital, they are also having units at a different location. Now the healthcare organizations have become corporate. It's a mix up. Now there are some unit who are having merged with another unit and they are providing healthcare services. Then third party payers. What is this third party payer? Alone one hospital may not be able to give services to the patient. So they involve third party. So third party, it is nothing but the mediator. They are involving mediator to ensure their smooth working, to ensure the smooth working. And the last point is professional. These all healthcare organizations, they are into the professional. They have specialty and in that area they work, like say eye treatment, maybe ear treatment, or maybe throat treatment, cancer treatment, then tuberculosis treatment, that is TB treatment. So in different fields, they have their professional approach, and accordingly, it is being services being provided to the needy people. Now today, so far we have discussed about services, characteristics in regards to the service organization, characteristics in regards to the professional organization, and characteristics in regards to the healthcare organization. And next session, we will discuss about the characteristics of non-profit organization, that we will cover in the next session. So this is all about unit number 4. If you have any doubt, please ask me. Otherwise, we will end the session. If any doubt, please ask me before we end the today's session. Yes, please. Our last 1 or 2 minutes for a question answer round. In case of any query, you can raise your query, you can type in a chat box or unmute yourself and you can have direct conversation with me. So no doubt. Am I
No,
audible?
sir.
Okay. Thank you all. Next session we will discuss about non-profit organization. Unit number 4 we will continue next session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.